Hi everyone, welcome to a new edition of the Carol Azams show. This week I have with me a lady by the name Mariola Gardner. Mariola lives in the UK with her husband and daughter. I'm just going to go straight and welcome her to the show. So welcome to the Carol Azams show. Can you please take a moment to introduce yourself to our viewers, please?
Hi, Carol. Hello, everyone. My name is Mariola Gardner. Um, I believe that if you want to see changes in your life, you have to do things differently or to do different things. And definitely saying yes to Carol's invitation to become a contributor in her book, and now saying yes to the interview are things that I've never done before. So thank you, Carol, for both opportunities. Um, People are my passion, and I love building them up. Mm, I teach English as a foreign language, and in my work, I've noticed that people open up, they become more confident, they through speaking English, learning to speak English, they also it can be a path to self discovery, and I love the process when people are working with me. And I never thought I would say that, but as of the lockdown just gone, I'm also a YouTuber where I teach Polish learners English on my channel, which is great fun.
So you're originally from Poland, but you moved from your country 15 years ago to go and live in the UK. What made you take that decision?
It was love, Carol. It was love for the English language. I first came to the UK as a student on a scholarship, and I loved the experience so much that I decided to return to the UK, initially for 1 year, and that was over 15 years ago.
So now you're happily settled in the UK. You got a job, you have your work, you've been married, and you have a daughter, and it seems like you have the life. But I must say that 15 years is a long time. What part of Polish lifestyle do you miss the most?
I miss our family gatherings when it's noisy and loud and there is lots of laughter. I also miss coffee mornings with my mum. You see, it's a whole ritual. Whenever there is coffee in Poland, it's very likely that you're going to get cake with it. So if you've never been to Poland, you've been warned. If you're invited to someone's house and you're offered coffee, there is it's highly likely that you will be served cake too. Delicious cake. Poland is the land of mouth-watering cakes. Cheesecake, yeah, that's my favorite. It's those little things that I haven't been able to enjoy due to the current situation, but hopefully it's not for much longer.
As one of the 101 women in my new book about COVID-19, what do you think, in your opinion, is the significance of publishing such a book in this era of a pandemic?
It's huge. It records real stories told very openly. It shows that everybody had different challenges. I think it's a monument to human resilience. It's also a reference point for individual contributors. When I received the book at the end of February, I couldn't believe how much had changed between the time when I wrote my story at the end of November and the end of February. It's definitely a reference book for us all.
And in the book, Mariola, you describe yourself like that of a hamster wheel because you became too busy with the school runs, managing the family, your work, and everything else in between. You know, According to you, it was wearing you down, but you just couldn't allow yourself even a small break. But all that has changed now, according to you, since we went into lockdown. So please, can you tell us how lockdown changed that for you?
Oh my goodness. I can't even connect with myself from before the lockdown. It all feels so rushed when I think about it. Guess what? If you can't take care of yourself, life will. And life also has this wonderful ability of giving you the same lesson over and over again until you get it. And for me, it certainly was a lesson about looking after myself, about spending time with my family, reconnecting with what I enjoy doing. So I've gone back to knitting. I have established a new relationship with personal development, one that serves me, and I don't try to keep up with other people. I've gone back to teaching my way. Um, when I work with people, it's incredibly important for me that they feel comfortable and relaxed, and that they know that they can't they can't do anything wrong. It is all a learning path. Um, I have also organized a Satanama group meditation for women, and that is a big first for me. And also, when I published my post about uh, our book, I have been invited by an online Polish magazine to write another story, which is going to be very different from the one in this book, mm, because things change, and it's great. So a hamster wheel? No, life definitely is not a hamster wheel anymore. I'm delighted to report.
Good. What do you think about the stories of the other women in the book?
Every story is like meeting a friend for a coffee, where you sit and nod, listening to the story your friend is telling you. And I can't help but think that we all got a lesson that we had to learn. Some of us had to stay at home and focus on ourselves, our family, and not so much on work. For others, it was just the opposite. This was the time to come up with new, different income generating ideas. Some of them focused on their spirituality. Um, it's interesting to read about what challenges each of us faced. Um, Definitely, every story is a glimpse into someone's life.
We've been in lockdown for so long now, people are tired, and that is a fact. But since the announcement came that the government will start easing the lockdown from April the 16th, people are so eager, they can't wait to get out there. What simple advice can you give to people who are so eager to go back and start doing most of the things that they used to do even before the pandemic started?
I wouldn't want to give anyone any advice, because I think we all have free will. We have access to the same information, and we are capable of drawing conclusions for ourselves. Plus, I have no idea what people are going through in their homes. But one thing I would like to share with you is what helped me back in November 2020, and it still stands. It was actually of all quotes. It was a quote from Monty Python, and I wrote about it I included it in my story from the book. That when they say that there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. And I think this is something we can all do, anywhere, anytime.
It's been really nice chatting to you, and I want to thank you so much for coming on the Carol Azam show.
Thank you, Carol, very much for having me on the show.
That is it for me this week. I have been chatting to Mariola Gardner, who lives in York, in the United Kingdom. I hope you enjoyed the show today. My name is Carol Azams, and I've been your host. Bye for now.